I'm Sidney, and I teach you things I wish I knew before I was in my 30s. Now I'm teaching you about all the different careers I had no idea existed before I was in my 30s. For many people, it's a dream to work in the sports industry. Today, I'm talking to those people with those dream jobs to show you what it's like to work in sports at the Los Angeles Chargers training camp. Bolt up, baby. This is BTS Careers Sports Industry Edition. With this job, you get a front row seat to every single sporting event.
I do photography for the Los Angeles Chargers.
How did you start with this profession?
I enjoyed the process of photography, and then whatever sport I was into, I photographed. Gradually just progressed, worked with the Padres for a little bit, and then got a call from the Chargers.
What's your favorite part of the job?
Being able to be on that fly on the wall and just be able to share locker room, you know, celebrations, and for me that's rewarding.
How many photos do you take each game?
Probably about 10,000.
Wow.
And then we edit it down to about 700, 750.
Wow. What makes the perfect shot?
Critical focus, framing, obviously, lighting, expression, capturing the drama of the moment, you know, whether it's a touchdown, celebration. There's a lot that goes into it.
Has there been a photo that has changed your career?
I did win the NFL Has a Photo contest. 2001 was Doug Flutie running out onto the field carrying the American flag.
Yeah.
Right after 9/11. And that was when I was just starting in the leagues.
There are a lot of amateur photographers, especially in sports. What's a tip that you would give anyone trying to become a professional?
If you're serious about becoming a photographer, call the main sports photographers. Ask if you can intern or help them out.
Yeah.
And just pick up this and that, ask them questions, and watch how they shoot. You can even do that on a game. You can also go online afterwards and see what the guys come up with.
The team's practicing behind me right now. I'm gonna go learn how to take some photos.
Let's go get it.
All right.
Hold this button down a little bit and then find a subject.
Oh, okay, I got it.
So I would just focus on
Justin?
Yeah, Justin right there.
Oh, dang. Got it. Okay, now I get it. All right.
It's just like anything else, practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Taking care of equipment is a full-time job. I'm about to talk to one of the equipment managers for the Los Angeles Chargers.
My name's Chad Jessup. I'm an equipment assistant for the Chargers. These are two fields. We have a defensive and an offensive field. Each individual position, inside linebackers, edge linebackers, D-line, all have specific needs for every practice. See a touchdown scored on Sunday. Maybe I had a small piece in that because of what we did out here today. Goalposts are being moved daily. You've got chutes, sleds, field pads, agility bags, hand shields, footballs. We're a football team. We use a lot of footballs out at practice.
What kind of safety protocols do you have for the players?
When you're out on the field, it's just awareness with everything. Like you said and mentioned, there's a lot of equipment out here. And we'll start talking with the coaches about their individual position needs, but also where's this drill going to take place?
How has equipment changed since you started in high school to now?
You start to see the evolution of the cleats and the technology. Helmets. You'll see guys out there today wearing we call a guardian cap. It looks like a marshmallow over their helmet.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's part of the new NFL rules. They want to minimize concussions. Players are required to wear those in practice throughout training camp.
What kind of advice do you have for someone that wants to get into this?
I mean, I was fortunate to start at a young age, starting working as an equipment assistant in high school, but anyone trying to get into it, apply for internships. Serve internships with multiple teams. You might not be able to have an opportunity with your hometown team.
Yeah.
So travel somewhere and learn as much as you can.
What's some sort of like crazy MacGyver moment that you've had on the field?
Duct tape can be a real good friend, unfortunately, to get you through a practice until you can get a proper fix.
What do you love most about this?
You're interacting with professional athletes. These are the guys, the superstars that you look up to, and getting to have those human moments with the coaches and players and having a small part in it.
So what is the craziest request that you get from a player?
Everyone needs socks.
Socks.
Guys are always coming in for socks.
Football players rely on this person to keep the field as safe as possible. I'm about to talk to the Los Angeles Chargers groundskeeper to find out what this job is really all about.
I'm the head groundskeeper for the Los Angeles Chargers.
So what exactly does being the groundskeeper for the Los Angeles Chargers mean?
So we're always checking the condition of the field, make sure the footing's good, that the players are going to be able to play fast and free. We're also checking surroundings because there's a lot of people during training camp.
What would happen to the players if the field is not prepared correctly?
You can run injury risks. That's in their mind. We try to keep it out of their minds. for player safety, we'll add sand on top of that to fill that hole so it's a flush surface.
There you go.
Tuck it in, punch it in, and then you smooth it out.
And how did you even get into this?
I actually started out as an accounting major in college,
Oh, wow.
and then I switched my major into turf grass management at Iowa State. So there's a lot of universities that have a turf department.
Do players ever like approach you with like, thank you for the good grass today?
A couple players have actually come up to part of some of the crew during training camp and said the field's playing great so far.
Oh, that's great.
Happy with it.
This entire event is amazing, but it wouldn't be possible without this person.
My name is Lisa Simmons, and I'm the Director of Entertainment and Event Production.
So this is all of you. This is you. This is your job.
This is me and many others. It takes a village to produce this.
So you're the reason why games are so fun.
Absolutely not. The guys are the reason the game is so fun. But what we do is great because we get to put on things for our fans to experience that celebrate a sense of community and really make them feel like they're a part of the Bold fan.
How long does it take it to set an event like this?
We started building the infrastructure about a month ago, but prior to that, we're working on the grounds. We're really doing quite a bit to get really the space prepped for a huge event like this. You lean into how everything is choreographed because you have to think about the guest experience from top to bottom.
Right.
So the entrance is choreographed, you know, walking through the merch tent is choreographed.
Well, how do you get into a job like this?
I started with the team as a Charger girl, and then I started directing the program in 2005, which turned into a full-time position with the club in a different space.
What's your favorite tradition at a Chargers game?
The firing of the cannon. We've been doing that for decades, and it's a huge part of our history, and it's one of my favorite game day traditions.
That's so good. Here's another insane job you may have never thought about in sports. I'm about to talk to Heather, who's from the Los Angeles Chargers Impact Fund.
I'm Heather Birdsall. I'm the Vice President of Community Relations for the Los Angeles Chargers.
What are some specific activations you have here at training camp?
Yeah, so the Impact Fund is hosting our retro sale right behind us.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we have some old pictures. A lot of nostalgia for real fans of the team. We have some game issued items here. A lot of old branding, but some of them might be signed. So it's an opportunity for our fans to get something that they might not have access to. So it's just an exciting way for them to get something that's really nostalgic for the team. But then all the proceeds go to the Impact Fund.
What's your favorite part about the job?
My favorite thing is that I get to use this platform, and what an amazing, cool platform to use to make a difference.
What tips would you give someone that wants to work in this industry?
If you really want to work in this industry, you got to be ready for the grind. You got to love the grind. A lot of people think that this job is really glamorous, and there are parts of it that can be, but you wake up early, you work late, you got to love the grind in order to really excel in this job.
How did you get here?
Yeah, I didn't start in sports, so this is my first job in sports. I did a lot of corporate social responsibility. I worked in nonprofit side. I worked in criminal justice reform, and right before this, I was working at the LA Chamber of Commerce in criminal justice reform work.
What's the most surprising part about your job?
How many different parts of the business I engage with and touch. We work really closely with marketing, with a public relations department. So we're really working with so many different parts of the business, which is a great thing to see. So many people interested in helping out in the community.
I'm currently at the Los Angeles Chargers training facility, but they're building a 150,000 square foot brand new facility, and I'm about to talk to the person in charge of it.
Abe Garcia, I'm Director of Project Management for the team, and I run the day-to-day operation and oversight of the development of our facility in El Segundo, overseeing the construction, design, procurement aspects to open this baby up.
This baby right here looks amazing, by the way. So can you tell us a little bit more about this?
About 150,000 square foot facility, 3 stories, 15 minutes away from SoFi, which is where we play our games, 15 minutes away from LAX. Yeah, it's meant to house our football team, football operations, coaches, as well as our business operations.
It kind of looks like SoFi. Is that on purpose?
A little bit. It's more to mimic. If you kind of see it from different shots, you'll see here like our bolt. We didn't want it to be just another office building, so we made it with our architects, made it very unique so that everyone knows when they look at this building, when you get a shot of the building, it's the LA Chargers training facility.
Obviously, we're working with professional athletes here. Is there anything about building a building for a professional sports organization that makes it particularly interesting or difficult?
Yeah, I mean, certainly interesting. Trying to make sure that not just the fields and lockers, which are must-haves, that those are built to the correct specification, but also the amenities. We want them to, between practices or when they come in, to feel at home, feel relaxed, right, and feel like this is sort of where they belong. We have a gaming studio, for example, players' lounges, a couple of them throughout the building, and yeah, I think all the amenities so that they can feel at home, feel comfortable.
My name is Kevin Duddy, the assistant equipment manager here at LA Chargers.
Yep.
Welcome to the equipment room.
How long have you been doing this thing?
This is my 31st.
With the Chargers?
Yeah, with the Chargers, whole way through. I started as a ball boy when I was 15.
What is going on around here?
Well, if you're a player, everything you need to wear from your shoes up to your head is in here. Not just players, but coaches, staff. Everything that you see on a sideline, everything that everybody's wearing is right in this room. All right, so you're a player, you come in, join the team, we're gonna have you try on your helmet, and then you're gonna pick out your chin strap. These are all just random helmet parts. You know, for every different type of helmet there is, we have every part you need to fix it or replace it. Now you have your shoulder pad wall back here.
So cool. This is so cool, man.
Yeah, these things. Here's your medium shoulder pad, 18 to 19 inches. That's your width on your shoulders. So here's all the football cleats. So if you're a player, you need a new pair of cleats, we got everything you could possibly need right here.
This is nuts.
Well, it's for either or. It's for a big body. That's what that's for.
Can I pick one of these up?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
How heavy are these?
Well, if you never put one on, they're pretty heavy, but if you're used to it.
Yeah, gosh, this is incredible.
And they're all customized. So this player, his head was scanned, and they did a 3D printing of his head. The pads are all 3D printed to his specifics of the shape of his head. This helmet would be customized just to your head.
They've definitely evolved over the years.
It's radically different, and it evolves every year. Every year there's a new helmet model. It gets better and better every year.
One of the big questions I've always had is the microphones inside helmets. Can we get a look at those?
So this is Justin Herbert's helmet, and this is what's inside. The first thing is you see the green dot. So if you're ever watching a game and you see a green dot on the helmet, that means they have the speakers inside. It's a real big deal that only one player has this in their helmet.
Right.
So this is what it looks like inside. You have the module, which is placed in between the padding, so it won't hit his head.
Oh yeah, that right there.
So you have the module, and this is where the signal's received. You have the battery, and then you have the speakers, which this is this year's updated model. They're a lot smaller, about half the size. Like Coach Staley, he calls into place with the defense. He can stand on the sideline. Players in the middle of the field, he can talk to them through this. It's radically different for the game. When it's game day, I don't use these modules. That's just for practice. When it's game day, I have to go to a guy on the sideline. He has an orange hat, and he has a little black briefcase. Wow. Believe it or not, this sounds crazy, right?
This is a real.
And he's the only one with the key to this briefcase. I have to, and so the visiting team also has to see him to get their modules. And so at SoFi Stadium, we have our offensive modules and defensive modules that only work for us. They're just our modules. And then the opposing team has their modules. And the reason for it is, imagine, I mean, you can't have anyone breaking into these.
That's what I was thinking. You can't just like trust the other team to not scope on and channel.
It's as secure of a system as you'll ever find. Is it still wet in there? Oh, that's gross.
I'm actually touching his sweat right now. This has been such an amazing day at the Chargers training camp. Thank you so much to the Los Angeles Chargers. See you next time. Bolts up. Justin, thanks for the helmet.